I'm going to demonstrate running multiple test sessions using Port Reservation when the test sessions contain multiple test cases on multiple ports. To start with, I have a test session here with 3 network hosts on one test server. And currently, each test case is automatically assigned to a different process. So if I run this test session right now, it will use up all 3 test server processes. And this is visible in the status, or the test server status. You'll see the status is running one test session using 3 of 3 processes. If I try to run another test session, it's going to fail because there's no processes available to run the test. The way you get around this is by assigning your test session to only use one test server process. If I go to the Assign button, I enable custom assignments, and I set these all to 0. This says, put all the test cases onto the first process available on the test server. And when I run this test now, you'll see that the status shows running one test using 1 of 3 processes. If I go to this test session, I can also assign them all to the 0 process, meaning use only the first available test server process. And when I run this, it will now say running 2 test sessions using 2 of 3 processes. I used up all the ports available on the test server, but if my test server had more ports, or if I grouped my test cases differently, I could run a 3rd test session using the other process. A side example, just to show the combinations of things, is this test session is using 1 process. I can have this one use 2. So I will go back to the regular let the TAS assign the processes. So this one will try to put it on 3 processes. And I believe if we run it now, it will run, and it's using 2 processes. So the first test session took up 1 process. This one took up 2. It had to assign one of the groups, or 2 of the groups got assigned to 1 process under the covers. And if we looked at the logs, you can see P0 and P1. This only has P0 and P1 in it. There's 2 processes being used. Right, there's a P0 and there's a P1. If I go to this one, you'll see it's all P0. And so P00 means this is the 0th process in this test session, and the one in parentheses is the process ID of the test server. So you see P0 is the first process in this test session by index, but it's the 2nd process on the test server indexing. So if you imagine that there's 3 processes on the test server, they can be assigned in any combination, first come, first serve, to the test sessions as you run them. And using this technique with the assignment, you can have 3 test sessions running at the same time.